This channel is proudly sponsored by Dead Tree Studios, the publishers and developers of Dames of Asstoria, a tabletop RPG where you play as monster girls, experiencing high adventure in a world that doesn't fully accept them. They have recently released the Whispers of Copperridge adventure module. You will find all of the links in the description and in the pinned comment. Hi, welcome to this part of my review featuring Raven. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review, featuring this storytelling role-playing game hybrid based on the works of Edgar Allan Poe, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about advancing along your path through the mist and other Tenebrous Voice actions. The Corvus characters are condemned to walk along their path through the mist. They move a step along the path in the following situations: when they trigger their curse, when they learn magic from the lodge, or as a result of a failed roll involving something cursed. Each time this happens, they check out one box. When a whole line is completed, the Corvus character has finished the section of mist. The path comprises 5 sections, each of which opens access to magic effects that are unattainable by the Order, but which also make the Corvus curse more severe. In addition, the character's appearance will become increasingly unsettling and cold, and their soul will move closer to being lost in the mist. The sections of mist are on the edge of the mist, touching the mist, crossing the mist, in the heart of the mist, and no way back. With each completed section of mist, players can choose a characteristic for their curse. Maybe someone close to the player character suffers harm. Maybe the character develops cold skin. Maybe an inert body or a pale face. Additionally, each section allows the Corvus character to perform lodge magic of a particular type, as explained in the section Lodge Magic. For the first 3 sections, players can choose between the following types of magic: ravens, pits from the other side, curses. The 4th and 5th sections grant magic from larvae and mist. On completion of the last step of the 5th section, No Way Back, the character will now belong to the mist. They will struggle night after night with their obsession, their soul, and with everything that will attempt to drag them back into the mist. This doesn't mean that your character is lost completely. They are just apparently irredeemably corrupted. So now you need to roleplay the character like that. After all, this is a storytelling RPG hybrid, so your character won't disappear or won't die, unless you as a player allow it to happen. When it comes to advancing your learning path, the characters learn over time, and this should be reflected in their books. Each character has an overall progress indicator with 15 boxes. You should talk around the table at the end of every session, with players checking a box each time they give an affirmative response to the questions on the corresponding page of their character book. Some questions are the same for all Corvus characters, while others are adapted for the vocation of each. In general, the question structure is as follows: you triggered your curse at least once, you discovered a clue to your mystery, you discovered something about the secret life of your beloved, and so forth. Once the player has checked all the boxes, they should erase them and choose an advance from the list in their book. They can choose each advance 3 times, except the Circle of Power, which can be chosen 4 times until reaching the 5th circle. These developments will result in new vocation actions or cursed actions, advancement in your Circle of Power, new arts, and new unsettling tendencies. Now, when it comes to other Tenebrous Voice actions, they are triggering a twist without a roll or with a successful roll. There are times when the Tenebrous Voice should heighten a tale's tension if the pace of the story has faltered, if the players provide the voice with a sinister opportunity, or if the maelstrom level requires it. In these cases, the voice can trigger a twist with threats from the tale, move the maelstrom of the tale forwards, thereby increasing the threat levels and frequency of twists, or trigger a random twist from the What the Mist Brings table, leaving it to fate to decide. And there is triggering pending problems. The Tenebrous Voice should also note down the pending helps, problems, and twists of each Corvus character to build a complete map of possible situations they can use. They can trigger this when a roll fails and the voice wants to use a pending problem or twist. When, to keep up the pace of the tale, the maelstrom or plot need to trigger a twist. Or when doing so is consistent with the situation, even if no roll is made. They don't always have to be negative situations, and they should always enrich the story by making it more complex, intriguing, and unexpected. And this concludes this part of the review. In the next part, we are going to talk about the magic in the world of Raven. I think that it's perfectly in theme, that as the player characters or Corvus characters advance through the story, they start to become more damned, more doomed. It's not just about becoming stronger in certain aspects. You also feel as if you are falling into this downwards spiral that is perfect when it comes to the essence of the classic Poe tale. And when it comes to the other Tenebrous actions, I think they are perfect in order to push the story forwards. After all, this being a storytelling RPG hybrid experience, you need to push those moments as the players are telling stories about their player characters. Sometimes the Tenebrous Voice needs to add a bit of grease to the situation for the gears to keep on turning. Thank you for watching this part of the review. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel through PayPal or direct through RPG, the information will be in the description and in the pinned comment. This has been Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. I am currently unavailable for professional sessions, but I will put my contact information in the description and in the pinned comment for when I am available again. And remember, in tabletop RPGs, it's not about what you want your characters to do, it's about what your characters are doing. Once again, thank you and see you later.